You are the one of those, I would say, very few people who are actually making a living on the craft.
First of all, you need to be talented, but also you need to be lucky. I believe that this is like the hardest industry that you can ever work on. I don't think they are ready to make it.
I remember your first gig coming out of the film school. What was the first paid job you got?
I did everything. And I think this is the best thing to know what you really want, especially in this industry.
There's so many times that actors just flake the last moment. But then when you know that this person is reliable, and especially if he delivers and over-delivers, you want to work with them. There are so many talented actors. But the ones you want to work with, that's another thing.
One of the gigs, I was late like 5 minutes or just after graduating, and I got fired on set.
Oh, wow.
Since then, I'm like, nope, I don't think this really, like any film school, they teach us this. How you make money.
Okay. How to make money.
You need to fake it. As a director, you need to fake it. It was my first film as an editor, and like it was in AMC. I was like, I'm excited. I want to go and this stuff. I was just in the corner and I was just looking to the people. I really enjoyed that more than the film. I'm like just looking.
You're listening to Just Fake It Coming to LA podcast. Now here are your hosts, Nora and Maryna.
Hey everyone, welcome to Just Fake It podcast. Here I am, Nora, with Maryna today.
Hello, hello.
And we have a guest, Fady Jeanbart.
Hi guys.
Yeah, let's give some intro for Fady. Fady is a director. He's editor. He's a producer. He's working full-time in the industry, which is very important to mention. Yes. And also, three of us already did some creative projects, and me and Fady, we've been working together in the Pyramax production for a few years now, since we graduated NIFA. Welcome to our studio today.
Thank you. I mean, thanks for having me.
How's your day so far?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, not bad.
Good to hear.
Yeah,
we also want to congratulate you because you became a father for the first time.
Yes, recently.
Yep. Thank you.
How is that
guys.
going?
It's very tough. Tell me what. It's very tough.
Well, we congratulate you. It's been 4 months. Now you're a daddy of a beautiful boy.
Yeah.
How is it going, kind of working so hard in the film industry and then having a baby and having a wife and having all this, together?
It's a challenge for sure.
Okay.
Like you have a baby. He's eating every 3 hours. This is very hard. He's not like sleeping this much now. He has this 4-month regression thing right now, and we are trying to figure out what's the best thing for him and everything. But it's tough, of course, especially working in this industry. It's like you're not an employee, you're not finishing your work, and then you be like a father or something like all your day or something like this, and you're staying with your family. No, your career is always with you. If you're on set, if you're working editing, for example, you're staying like 12 hours editing your thing and this kind of thing. You're reading scripts and this kind of thing. So it's tough.
There is no such thing 9 to 5 when it comes to a movie industry.
Hell no.
100%.
How many hours did you sleep tonight?
Oh, like 3? Yeah.
This is terrible.
This is good. 3 hours.
Oh, it's already good.
Before it was like 2.
Oh my goodness.
We're getting better now.
Wow.
Yeah.
But do you have some sort of worked out schedule for yourself? Like kind of this is how much time I spend with family. This is
This is what my wife really wants me to do. It's very hard. It's just, it's hard because you're creative at the end of the day. So sometime you think about something, you'd be like so excited and this stuff. So you want to write and you want to work on it, right?
Yes.
But this can come while you're with your baby, while you're with your wife, while you're outside with your family. And
As long as you don't drop the baby to write your idea.
Not yet. I'm not doing this right now. Hopefully. So it's very hard. And that's what I'm trying to tell my wife too. Like she's not in the film industry, so she's creative too in her things, but she's not understanding this much like about the creative thing. When it comes, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Makes sense. The muse.
The hardest unions are with the creative people.
Yeah, but I'm trying like to make at least few hours for the family, to just be with them and be with the baby and this kind of thing, because of course this is very important.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let's
It's
talk
been
about.
it's been a long journey. It's been a few years now. I don't know when was the last. I think almost 6 years since you graduated.
Yeah,
And
something like this.
you are originally from
Egypt.
Egypt, Cairo.
Yeah, Cairo, yeah.
Okay, could you tell us more about the journey you've made to LA?
Yeah, how you ended up here.
So I came here 2012, and I wanted to study film. So I went to New York Film Academy, and it was tough in the beginning. Of course, you know, the language is different, the culture is different, and I'm by myself, and my parents are in Egypt, so it's it's very hard, culture shock and all kind of things, and you don't have friends, you don't have family. But I made it. I went to New York Film Academy, I graduated with honors, and I directed few short films around the world, and the last one was the short film that we made together, I Have No Place to Cry.
Yeah, we all
And
worked on it.
we worked
We all
on it
worked
together,
on it,
all of
that's
us.
true.
Yes, it was a pleasure to work with you guys, and yeah, it's tough.
It is tough,
So-
but I always remember I was telling in one of the episodes that success is not an Oscar. I mean,
Yes.
Oscar is obviously the greatest success, but success is actually making a living, being in the industry still.
Being
100%.
creative.
And you are the one of those, I would say, very few people who are actually making a living on the craft. And could you please tell us how was your journey right after graduation? Like, how did you get into industry and how did you stay and flourishing?
So, first of all, you need to be talented, but also you need to be lucky. This is very important. The
Okay.
luck actually is very important in this industry.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Oh, we do believe it.
Okay.
Yeah. Second, I saw a lot of people in the industry coming from whatever and trying to make it here in LA. They are trying to make it with a part-time job. Like, for example, they are taking it as a part-time. I totally
So
understand
Doing something.
something
one
and take film industry as a part-time. I totally understand. I respect that. But this industry, especially this industry, I believe that this is the hardest industry that
Okay.
you can ever work on, because it doesn't have any path. You cannot say, oh yeah, I want to be Steven Spielberg, so Spielberg did this, I'm doing this. No,
Yes.
it's not like that.
It's very
different people,
individual.
different. It's has a lot of a lot
That's
of things.
true.
Yeah. So I would say anyone who's doing it part time, which I respect. Of course, you need to pay your rents and this kind of thing. Of course, 100%.
Yes.
I don't think they are ready to make it as a living. This is very important because I saw a lot of people they are doing this and this and this and this.
Yes.
So this is number one. Second, like I said, you need to be lucky. For example, me, I graduated. I made some short films. I got some recognitions. I met maybe the right people who okay, yeah, we want this to edit this or something like that, or to be DIT even. I went to an Emmy Award TV show called Studio City,
Okay.
directed by Timothy Woodward Jr. He's an Emmy Award winning director and producer. I was there on set as a DIT. And I went there as a DIT, and DIT is just transferring the
Yeah, it's
footage and
just-
maybe sync the footage, and
But
that's
very
it.
important because if
Very
you
important,
lose something,
100%, very important. But that's it,
Yeah.
right? So I went there as a DIT, and the guy came to me and he was like, "Did you edit the first cut for the first episode?" And I was like, "Wait, what? Nobody told me that." And he looked to the producer, Michelle Cannon. She was like, "Let me talk to him and see."
Okay.
And she told me are you free in the next few weeks? And of course, I came to this set. I was very free. Actually, I came. Before this set, I had this depression a little bit because I was in Mexico for my inspection for my wedding. I made it in Mexico, so we went there, and I came back to Los Angeles, and I was like, I want jobs and this kind of thing. And it was after COVID too. It's
Oh, it
COVID,
was
yeah,
hard.
post-COVID. So I'm like, there's nothing coming. There's no way. What's going on, and what can I do, and this kind of thing. And this job came to me as a DIT, and then
how long was the period when you
1 week.
1 week? Okay.
But this is what I'm saying. You need to be lucky too.
Yeah.
I found this job actually on Facebook. Yeah, on
Okay.
Facebook. I didn't know Michelle Cannon, the producer. I didn't know Sean Cannon, the Emmy Award-winning actor. I didn't know Timothy Woodward Jr. I didn't know anyone. And I found this on Facebook because they wanted a DIT for in last minute.
Okay, just accidentally, just like, oh, for
Accidentally.
tomorrow we need somebody.
Accidentally, it was like
Okay.
4 days, not tomorrow, but it was 4 days. But it was luck.
Yeah.
And then I went and he told me like, well, we don't have an editor. Can you edit
Yeah.
this first cut? And I did edit. He told me even like I want an assembly. And I remember I told him okay, and he was like, and then I went back home and I worked on it all night. I didn't even sleep, and I gave him a first cut. So I
Okay.
gave him even better. So I was over delivering, and this is very important also in film industry. Over deliver is the best thing. Anyway, with the producers and they love
Yes.
that. But I went there and he saw it and he was like, oh, what about the second episode? And it became like this. And I became his editor in Studio
Nice.
City. And I got the recognition from the Television Academy.
Okay.
I got my membership. So it began like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
I
first-
feel like it's so important just in this industry, just saying yes to everything. Every opportunity coming your way, just say yes and then figure out later what you're
Another
actually
thing,
doing.
yes. In the beginning, you must say yes.
Yes.
You must say yes with everything. I mean, I remember Studio City, I didn't really get paid. I
Okay.
just got the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will do it. I will work with them. I will do it and this kind of thing. And then after this, I went and became the editor for him for the
Okay.
next feature film that we released last year. Till
Yeah, it
the
also
Sport.
got some recognition too.
Yeah.
This film.
And
That's so cool.
we had Natalie Byrne as an actress. We had Fady Jeanbart. We had names and this. So it was amazing.
That's awesome. Do you remember your first gig coming out of the film school? What was the first paid job you got?
I do. I got lucky too.
Okay.
It was a TV show. It was a TV show. She is the producing teacher, Naifa Kimberly Ogletree.
Okay.
She gave me this opportunity to be production assistant
Okay.
for like 15 days, and this was the first thing like I worked. But I worked before with her while I was student. While I was student, actually, and this is another thing, like you're saying
Yeah.
yes to say yes with everything.
Yes.
I have a feeling that I am the most person who worked as a student while I was student in IFA.
Okay.
That's true.
in like productions with students without paying. You remember
Yes.
like
Yes, yeah. Collaborations.
Yeah, now I think they pay the students, but
They
in the
do?
past they do. I think they pay like
I worked
No, I mean,
for free the whole
It
time.
I worked.
Because I remember when I was also there, like you work for free, but then the other person can work for free on your project as well. So that was the mutual kind of
no, but
collaboration.
this is like your projects. But I'm not saying about that. I'm saying like sometime in NIFA they
Yeah.
were, hey, we're looking for a PA. Hey, we're looking for AC.
Okay.
Because a lot of people were coming to NIFA because the industry lab.
Okay.
You remember the industrial
Yes,
lab? I don't know
yeah.
if it's still there, but the industrial lab is like you will go there, and if you have like 3 people from NIFA, you will get the equipment for free.
Yes.
The 3-ton equipment. I think
Yeah,
it
the
was
camera, Red
and-
Dragon.
Yeah.
everything and the lights and this kind of thing. So I worked a lot like this.
Okay.
I was going every day, like seeing what production and this kind of thing, and I was working for free, of course. So it gave me a lot of experience on set. Like I remember I was saying, like on set, I know everyone is doing what because I did this. You know,
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
was PA, I was as a second AC, first AC, grip, key grip, gaffer. I did everything. And I think this is the best thing to know what you really want especially in this industry as a crew wise. Don't say like, hey, I want to be a director, and you want to be sitting on the director's chair because you like oh yeah, I want this shot, and this kind of thing, because directing job is not only sitting and doing this. Actually,
course.
no, there's a lot of things you don't see it.
No,
with
but
the
it
actors,
helps
with
knowing all
pre-production.
the different jobs when
100%.
you're a director, because you know what to specifically address to who, right?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
And you know everything on your set, you know what he's doing or what she's doing. This will
Absolutely.
give you also like experience, will give you more like confidence in yourself. Like, I know, you know?
Also, remember when we started working together a few years after, right? We reached out to each other saying, hey, let's catch up. It's been COVID. Let's
Yeah,
catch up
remember
after
that.
COVID. We had a coffee somewhere in Malibu, and we're just like, listen, we know that we're capable people. So on those kind of free productions or whatsoever, during student life, you see who is capable, because not everybody is capable to work, not everybody delivers. And I also remember that Fady always delivered, you always delivered, I always delivered. There was not a single time when I promised that I will be on set that I wasn't on set.
Yeah.
There were so many times that actors just flaked the last moment, like models, like
My favorite
director dropped me, like things like
Yeah.
this happen. But then when you know that this person is reliable, and especially if he delivers and over delivers, you want to work with them. And in the professional industry, since we all worked in the professional industry so far, I'll be honest with you, if you one time you don't show up or you don't deliver, you are not working with them again
Anymore. Yeah.
And after that, I remembered, we always reconnected with you. I reconnected with you because I know that with you guys, I can create something. And we did. And we're
Absolutely.
doing.
I believe that people much rather work with people who are more reliable and nice than with somebody who is super talented but not very
It's not
reliable
nice.
and
Even-
responsible.
Yeah.
Even there is one more thing. Do you guys think that the most talented actors are famous and have jobs and
No.
rich? No. There are so many talented actors, but the ones you want to work with,
Absolutely.
that's another thing. Because if you even my acting teachers told us, don't. I don't want to say don't be a dick here, but truly don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Just be personable. Be there. Deliver. Be professional. Be on time. Like all those things are important, especially on professional set. And only after this, those are just the basic things you have to do. And besides that, there is no such thing as a narcissism or I'm a diva. You are not even nobody yet, right?
Absolutely.
Especially in this industry,
But then even
one
and
mistake.
even if you're very famous and this stuff, why you'll be a diva? Why you'll be like, it's fine.
Exactly. And plus,
Just-
one mistake,
Oh yeah.
they will
I mean,
cancel you.
I mean, I remember one of the gigs. I was late like 5 minutes or something. It was big. I was PA, and just after graduating, and I got fired on set.
Oh, wow.
Since then, yeah,
ouch.
it's 5 minutes. Since then,
Yeah.
I'm like, nope.
I remember it's like if
Yeah.
you're 5 minutes early, you're late.
yeah. They were saying
Basically,
this.
yeah,
Exactly.
you have to be like
Yeah.
in advance. Anyway, going back to the creative process and things. So you're directing your own movies, which is incredibly hard. I know. So can you walk us through a little bit your process? Like, how do you make a movie? Just tell me about.
So it depends on the project first.
Yes.
First of all, like I don't see it. Oh yeah, you need to do this, and then the project will come. Right? Every project is different. Like for example, you begin with the idea, but also sometimes the idea comes to you from someone who's telling you a script, like a very nice script, and this kind of thing. So you begin with that, but. A lot of people thinking like, okay, yeah, we'll do storyboard, we'll do this
Yes.
stuff. I began first with the script to develop it a little bit. I'm not a writer, but I have my basics, like I have things, I would say, let's do this better, let's do this, this, and that. So even, I would say this is even before pre-production. I don't even
Okay.
call it pre-production, I call it in development. And then after this, we go to the pre-production. We begin like, okay, this character can be this actors. This let's do this. People that we know,
Okay.
especially lead actors. For us, we know them maybe before the casting even, and then the casting will be in the second.
Okay.
So like this, and then the casting, and then after this, of course, before this, also the pre-production, we have the business plan, like where's this going,
Okay.
and this kind of thing, because. I saw a lot of people also, especially after graduating from film school, they are so talented and everything, and they are so like, yes, I will be the next Tarantino. I will be the next.
Absolutely.
100%. Do the dream,
Yes.
enjoy it. But you need also to think, because I don't think this really, like any film school, they teach us this. I would say how you make money.
Okay. How to make money.
You need to
Okay.
make money too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No, there's a
so-
class. We had business acting, for example.
did.
Oh, really?
We did
Okay.
have, and Michael
Nice.
Bouchard was the teacher. And he was telling us the first thing he's about the Oscars and
Yeah.
everything. That's what our teachers
Yeah.
told us.
Yeah.
Because also actors are even more, I don't want to say narcissistic, but they are.
oh, yeah.
They-
Okay.
So they're all saying that they're great. They were all saying yes. They were watching Oscars every year. Like, oh, I would do this. Like everybody's an expert when they graduate, which I always realized because no, We're nobody. We're literally nobody. We graduate, we're nobody. Prove me wrong, right? That's kind of the journey. And our business teachers were telling us how to do the resume. Like voice teachers were telling us if you want to do voiceover acting, which sites you gotta go to. Like we created the reels, right? Reels.
Okay.
When we graduate, we already have some stuff to show.
Yeah.
Yes.
But did we learn about the film markets? No. But we did learn how to pitch to the studios. We had the screenwriting class.
Okay.
Probably you guys also had, where we had 5 minutes of a pitch or elevator pitch or whatever.
Yes.
And we used to know how to do lookbooks. So I did all of this, and I know how to present if necessary, but how to actually raise money, raise capital if it's independent film and not the studio, that's another question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like the pitches are fine. Okay, elevator pitch and this kind of thing, it's fine. But you need to be so lucky to meet someone from
Who you can pitch
because
to, right?
Here is the deal. Like I think I heard someone was saying like there are few people they can help you in the industry, and there's a lot of people who need help. So
Yeah.
it's like it's very hard. It's not this
It
easy.
took me years.
Yeah, 100%,
years,
and it with experience and this kind of thing. So, for example, the business plan, like how I work, the business plan, like I always think like who's going to sell the movie. I am not Spielberg. I'm not Tarantino. I'm not even B or C class directors. You know, yet exactly. But thank you. But who's going to sell the movie is the actors that I have, 100%. The producer that I'm working with, you know, because if I'm working with a producer who did a lot of things, like he has experience and this kind of thing, okay, great. So he can talk to this one, to this, to this distribution and this kind of thing. This is how it goes.
Okay.
So people need to think also like money wise, like not, oh yeah, I'm an artist. I'm like, I want to do this. Perfect, do it. 100%. And I'm with you.
If you
I
can
will do this.
sponsor it.
Yeah, but not all the projects, by the way. Like, for example, the project that we make together,
It's
it's not
passion
for
project.
money. Yeah,
It's passion
it's
project.
passion project. So that's fine to have passion projects too.
Absolutely, yeah.
And send it
It
to
still
film
shows our
festivals and this.
professional, and it's going a long way. We're going to Canada for the film festival on September because it's our film. I have no place to cry. It's getting recognition, and how we even started doing this film. That's how it started, from the cup of coffee when we met in Malibu.
Yeah.
because-
Let's make a movie.
Well, let's make
no. It was
But
kind
it was,
of.
It was. I don't remember. I had the idea, or we.
No.
we spoke about
So
it?
how it happened? So me, you, and Ace.
Oh, Ace. Yeah.
So we sat down in my apartment where I used to live. Well, after we met for the coffee, we're like, Fady, let's do it. Because I always believe that we have to keep creative juices flowing, because that moment everything was kind of slow for me personally, creatively. And I was like, okay, let's do it, because producing is not, I also produced few films before, so I was like, I can do it. And I stated that I don't have to be an actor. I just want it to be a passion project. And we sit down on my couch and we all just start brainstorming, and everybody brought like about 5-10, I don't remember how many ideas, and we're like, okay, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, we're not doing this. Okay, what's the goal? And we started brainstorming on the goal. What's the amount? How much we're ready to spend? Who are we doing it for? And all this stuff. And then I told him a story from my personal life about kind of a human trafficking, almost kidnapping. Like it happened, almost happened to me my first year in America. One day I'll tell the story, but it was pretty creepy and crazy. And then I was telling Fady that that in American airports, especially in the female section of the bathrooms, when you close the door, at the door you see this sign, hot red line for human trafficking victims. Yes.
I've never seen it.
No, it's there.
Okay.
It's there. It's always been there.
It should be in every bathroom, actually, because I asked my wife too, and I was surprised. I was like, wait,
'Cause guys don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
Men
anything
don't
about
know.
this. Wait, what?
And why I noticed, because the whole thing when it happened to me, I was very like aware of everything. And I was telling Fady, yes. And Fady was like, yeah, my wife told me that in every bathroom for the girls in airports or train station, the major where the transit goes of people, right?
Yes.
This thing is there. With a hotline, you can always call and ask for help.
Okay.
And then we're like, okay. And then we kind of Googled statistics.
Which also, like, it's very, I don't know. It's very weird also, because if you're like human traffic, you will not have a phone, you will not have a cell phone.
Yeah,
Anyways,
but
it's something.
you can
It's
ask
another
for-
thing.
Oh, if it.
Ask for a phone.
Well, that's
okay.
why it's so hard. That's why
It's hard.
And then we Googled, this industry is not declining. This industry is growing. and it's multi-billion dollar industry.
Yeah.
That's how much money brings to people who sell people, pretty much. Modern slavery. And
Going
America...
back to movie, this
Yeah.
is what inspired basically your personal experiences,
Personal
kind of
experiences,
inspired the
yes.
movie idea.
And then because of that, we're like, okay, well, it's a multi-billion dollar industry and it's not declining. And America is one of the largest markets, meaning that men here
Yes.
are the largest amount of clientele, pretty much, for those who have been human trafficked. And most of the times, I don't want to say most of the times, I don't know the numbers, but there are millions of children, underage children. And that's why The Sound of Freedom, the film, was exactly happened right few months before we were producing this film.
Yeah.
It was funny, and like it wasn't funny, but like it was interesting.
But also,
Great
like,
production.
when I search about the human trafficking and everything, like I saw like 99% of the girls, they never escape. They cannot escape.
Okay.
Also, so 1% only they can make it out.
So when you watch a movie for emotional, for your emotional, let's say, stability, or I can't find this word in English, but you want the movie to have a happy end, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Let's go with that.
But me and Fady were brainstorming. First, we kind of had happy end. There's like a whole action film, like in the desert. There's like a gun, like the students would love to shoot. But then we sat down and Fady calls me, like he's calling me like so excited, like, Nora, I think we got to change everything. I was like, oh my God, what's going on?
We don't have money for that.
Yeah,
I
and then-
changed
yeah.
the little script. So I wrote the script. If you remember, I wrote the script like for 6 months, and even I had this trip. I traveled to Ireland, and I had like this time for myself to write the script, and I wrote it. It was very nice. I sent it to you. I sent it to Ace and everything. And then after this, I called her. I remember I was in Santa Monica.
You're like,
I was in
Nora,
Earth
we gotta
Cafe. I was
change
like,
it.
wait, we need to change all this. I don't know why. I don't know why it happened to me.
No, you
It's
called me.
just-
It's like, Nora, do you trust me?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
trust my
Oh, yeah.
artistic talent? I was like, of course, I trust you. I trust your
Okay.
creative.
But also, I told you, and I told Ace. I remember, like, if you guys are not like happy with it, we'll go with the other one.
Asa wasn't happy.
Yeah, Ace was not happy. Ace was not happy because he.
No, that's another story.
Yeah.
Why Asa is great. He was supporting us from day one.
He's great.
Yes.
So, sorry, can you briefly tell what the movie about? I know what it is about, but I know people who are watching us, they don't.
So he
know,
calls me. He calls me with this idea, crazy idea. Would you elaborate what idea you decided to do eventually?
So I made it as the movie is about this girl who got kidnapped when she was younger a little bit, and for a few years now she's with someone who is living in a basement, and
he's keeping her hostage for years.
Yeah, and he's using her as sex slave, but in the same time, he's not nice, but he's not bad to her. Like, he's not hitting her and this kind of thing. So she has this thing inside her, like, oh, okay, so I'm here for like few years now. but-
Stockholm syndrome.
yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
he's nice with me. He's not very nice. He's using me as a sex slave and everything, but in the same time, I don't know anything outside. So if I'm going outside, what will happen to me?
Yeah.
So we are feeling this inside her brain all the time. So my idea was to keep it in one place
Yes.
and to make the aspect ratio, we talked about this before, to make the aspect ratio 4:3, which is very like square.
Yes, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. So 137.
So for the
like,
audience, when we come
so
about
for
the
the audience,
ratio-
will be like it will be feeling more like I feel I'm
Claustrophobic, right?
yeah I feel like I'm inside. I'm like hey, even though we see some wide shots and this kind of thing, but in the same time like I feel like no I want to go
Also-
out, right?
Okay.
And when we go out, I open the screen to make it wide, to make it 285. Simple. But the idea was crazy because I didn't see this before. And when I told anyone before, and it was like, no, you will not do that. No, don't do this.
No,
Don't
I
do
liked
this.
it.
No, not you guys. But I spoke with people like in like filmmakers, and it's like it's hard. No, I mean, don't be like this, because some people will be like, oh, okay, you are so showing off.
Okay.
And you're showing off your editing skill more than anything, because but I'm not showing off my editing skill. I'm showing off my vision
The idea,
as a
the
director,
feeling.
the idea
Okay.
that I'm like this, and
Yeah.
then I would be like this. So it's simple.
And we wanted the main. I'm just a fan of less of a dialogue in the film.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
and
another thing.
good thing that we artistically agree on our taste.
Yeah.
And we agreed that the dialogue is not going to be much. It's going to be purely emotions. And what we wanted to elevate in this film was the pure emotions of a victim. It's not a plot. It's not a we just wanted people to feel how the victim feels for years. And there was not a single high-pitched voices yelling, screaming, nothing. But you could feel everything what she's feeling inside, because you get like this goosebumps when everything is happening normally. She's making a sandwich, they're watching television, like a day-to-day life.
I remember my whole job was just to watch that sandwich and make sure it's the same
yeah.
in each frame.
And she's making a sandwich even in the kitchen, like has like
Ants.
ants
I
and
It
this kind of
didn't.
thing.
It didn't. Because on the second day we left the bread there. Ants came, and Fady was like, keep the ants. Nobody cleans it. Everybody just make sure ants are there. I'm like, nobody touches the ants.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
great.
It was like, yeah.
And the actor is the nicest guy. The nicest guy.
Oh, yeah.
But then
Garen.
Garen, yes. And then he plays such a terrible person.
Yeah.
And also our actress, Dani Alvarado, she's great.
She got nomination for Best Actress.
Yeah. She's great. She is like, she described everything without even talking, she's with her eyes and this kind of thing. It was amazing. The end of the film, it's a short film, so it's not like spoil. It's fine. The end of the film, she finds a way to go, but because, like I said, like she's scared.
Yes.
She doesn't have anyone there and this kind of thing. She will feel like, no, actually, this is my
We
place.
kept it real.
Yeah, and actually, in 99% of the 99% of the girls, they are like this. They have a chance.
Yes.
Like maybe one chance. Like the Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
They have always like a chance, or maybe. But sometimes they be like, no. I don't have anyone. I don't know this life without these people. I don't know. They are keeping me.
scared.
They are keeping me, like they are feeding me and this kind of thing. Okay.
Plus, they
Which is
scare
very,
them.
very bad. Yeah.
They scare them with
Of
the
course.
families. We're gonna hurt your family. We
100%.
know where you live, and like they thinking that they're gonna hurt their family. They're staying. There are lots of reasons. There
Yeah.
are lots of documentaries. There are lots of police videos, police
Oh,
reports.
absolutely. It's a very wide.
And what just
topic.
scared me so much while making this movie and The Sound of Freedom came out, what scared me the most was that nobody's talking about it. You know that it's happening everywhere, every single day, in front of our eyes, and nobody's talking about it. And for example, if you go to the chains of hotel, like Hilton Hotel and stuff, apparently what I've learned, that the staff there, especially on the reception, they are being trained to see if there is a man and there's a girl behind and she's not talking, she's not paying for the room, she's just like standing there, and there is some bags with like film equipment that probably they're doing a porn in one of the rooms, but the girl is kidnapped, like, so she's a slave.
Or she's a porn actress.
No.
Okay, no,
Like,
I get
it's-
it.
it's
Because they're
completely-
trained to.
Of
to
course, no.
see.
There is a legal side of it.
Absolutely.
But in this case, it's purely slavery, and in this case, we see it every single time. That's why even the flight attendants are
Yes,
aware.
trains too. Yeah.
Trains, all those places. But the insane fact is that we, as regular human beings, we don't see it on a regular basis. I didn't see it when it almost happened to me. Like, and I'm adult. It is scary.
Yes.
And the fear you experience during when you know that you're the target and you're about to be just swapped and nobody ever is going to find you. That's like the craziest fear I ever had in my life. And even the touch of this fear, it paralyzed me.
Okay.
I was shaking like this. I was trying to drink soda because I couldn't stop. I couldn't sleep. But imagine the victim who already been taken, raped, like being taken advantage of, moved around, like all that. Of course, they don't have no willpower anymore. So that's why it was so important for us, to address this issue, because these victims are completely, their willpower is broken. That's why it was so important for us to show that this issue is happening every single day. And through film, through what we can do is just to bring
about it.
awareness, send a message like, listen, look around. There is victims all over the places, and we're not even seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
100%.
Like, do you think all these men who use those services, they don't ask questions like how the girl got there, right?
No, of course they don't. When you use service, you don't want to ask questions. You don't want to be asked questions.
Exactly. And
But,
nobody talks about it. And it's just insane
And a lot
to
of
me.
movies also like documentary wise too. So like,
Yeah.
Of course.
and the documentaries also, most of them, they are about a girl who escaped.
Yes, because she can
Already
talk
know.
about it.
So she can talk
Because
about
she
it.
has
She
a
can
story,
like,
yes.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So
And if
I wanted to do something like different from that. a
And I've
little bit.
Googled, when we were preparing the film, I've Googled how many films are out there. It was a bit over 200 films, and only 2 of them maybe are new. So many even artistic films get unnoticed because people don't want to watch that.
They don't want to talk about it.
The thing is, as creators, as people who create new, let's say, movies and like directions of the art, right? Art is so connected to social problems.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that, like, here's popcorn that we're sitting. I'm not saying that we cannot have fun movies or whatsoever. But apparently, we are the ones who train the audience, right? The audience are trained to watch more popcorn movies, but they don't want to dive because they have so much problem already. They don't want to dive into problems anymore. And I totally understand that. But at the same time, if we don't think about certain problems, doesn't mean that they don't happen.
No, but I think your job as a filmmaker is to bring out the problem, but you need to make it interesting. It's like an advertisement,
Yes.
right? You need to sell the problem, but you need to make it interesting. So you need to put something interesting around it, or
Yep.
like add some action or something, but still the problem stays
So
simple.
people
Either
go
you're
and see it.
creating,
Yeah.
Yeah.
either you're creating or developing a taste for the movies, right? Because it's people don't underestimate the power of artistic world.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
underestimate because artistic world shapes the mind.
Yeah.
Politics, like the future, everything. Airplanes was written before in the books, right? And then Star Wars, and now we're in space, right? Those things come from artistic minds first.
Yeah.
And underestimating those facts, it just doesn't mean that doesn't happen. That's why I would just open my mind wider and accept that this is happening.
But again, this was like a passion project.
project.
So I'm not. We were not looking even like to be. It was short film, so you're not
Yes.
getting money from it too.
Yes.
And also like you're not looking for like, oh yeah, do you see this movie? Like it was crazy and this kind of thing. No, it was something.
It was
To
urged
show-
to say.
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
urged.
I got it.
Some
Yeah.
stories has to be told, and this story was one of those which needed to be told.
Exactly. Yeah.
So speaking about genres, this is the more drama kind of sad movie. Do you work in only drama genre, or do you do comedy as well, or horror? What's your passion?
My passion is horror and action.
Okay.
Wait, everybody says horror all the time.
It's fun to
Horror is
make.
fun.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Horror and action is they are my passion. But I like comedy too. I like romantic. I like drama, of course. But now I'm into like the action and the
Action.
this kind of thing.
All right.
Yeah, and the action also you can sell movie with action and horror, like nice. Of course,
right.
good action and good horror. You can sell in independent
right.
life. Yeah.
So you have an action movie you wish you directed?
There is one. Hopefully, it's coming.
All right, you're
It's-
working
yeah.
on a feature
I'm working
now.
on a feature now with producer Jeff Miller. Hopefully, we're still before the pre-production.
Before
Once we-
pre-production.
yeah,
Developing.
development. Yeah, we are still figuring out like things in the script and the pitch decks for the investors and this kind of thing.
Can you tell us
So,
just a little bit? Just give us a
I
little sneak
can't
peek.
right
No.
now, so I can't
It's
because
all right.
Okay.
once I will be attached like 100%, I can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
But-
But do you have any like just famous movies that already made that you wish you made? It's like an action movie.
yeah,
or
of course,
something.
a lot. John Wick.
Okay.
Nobody was very good actually last year. I watched it like recently, and it was I think independent or Universal. I'm not sure, but it was very nice actually to watch. Like it
haven't
was,
seen it.
yeah, they did very good action things there. I mean, horror, for example, not recently, but I love Conjuring.
Okay.
Conjuring is like I'm a big fan of Conjuring, Annabelle, the Dead Silence, which a lot of people not really talking about Dead Silence, but Dead Silence one of my favorite actually. Yeah, it's like this doll, it's like her name is Mary.
Creepy.
Whatever. Yeah, it's creepy. Yeah, it's creepy. These are like my favorite, I would say. Yeah.
Interesting. So you direct and you edit, but do you still have this like sweaty palms? Do you like? Are you get nervous? Do you get nervous?
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Because you have to boss people around, be like, God, stop, move this.
Well, I think Spielberg said it before. He was like, someone asked him. He was like, when you go on set, do you know like what you're going to say? And he was like, no, I don't know. It's the same. You don't know. You go and you, of course, when people ask you on set, for example, you need to answer them, right? You know,
Yes.
do you want this door red or black? You didn't think about it as a director. I wanted black. And of course you go after this and you think about like red or black and well, this kind of thing.
So
but
you
you
just
need to answer.
fake it. But
you
Fake
have-
it.
you just
you
fake
need to
it,
fake it.
yeah.
As a director, you need to fake it. You need to think like you know everything.
Because everybody's looking at you like, Fady,
Exactly.
what's
Exactly.
going on?
But you don't. It's not like you don't have to answer, but you have to answer because you are the director.
No, absolutely.
But in the same time, like fake it and then go to the production designer and tell him, well, I thought about it. You know what? I think red. It will be better than
When they're
black.
already finishing painting them.
And they're like, no, again.
Yeah, but it didn't happen to me like this. But I'm just saying,
Absolutely.
like, you need to answer, of course. You need, inside you, of course, you'll be so nervous. You'll be like, oh, what should I do?
So-
You know, then-
Do you get nervous mostly because of the people are going to ask you questions, or where does your nervousness come from?
I'm nervous because maybe sometimes I know what I want, but I cannot address it well.
Okay.
Oh, about
Makes
that.
sense.
About that.
Oh my
The
God.
word between, he's like, oh my God. He's always scared when I'm trying to ask something. Well, when it comes to actors,
Yeah,
the director-actor dynamics is very unique.
yeah.
Yes, because it either there is a match or there is not match, and I've seen in your career there was a match and there was complete mismatch,
Yeah.
and we talked about this.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that when you see the actor is just not delivering, just not there?
Well, you begin first with the basics. So you don't act for them, right? You just tell them, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? It's like language, right? If they are not really getting it, I would say act for them, but I would say like just be patient with them, because at the end of the day, you are responsible because you took them, you got them from you choose them from the casting and everything. So actually, you are going to make it happen, whatever it is, right? So you need to work on it as like you need to be passionate. You need to be like, okay, let's play a game. I always do this actually. Like I always like ask them like, hey, what do you think about this? Do you think your character, blah blah, whatever her name or his name, be like, who'll do this? And when they answer questions, sometimes they surprise me.
helps.
Yeah, it helps, yeah, 100%. But sometimes it surprised me with another thing, and oh wow, I didn't think about this. Let's do it this way. Let's play a game. I always think like it's as a game. You know what I mean? Which is good and bad.
Okay, were there moments in your career when you just sat in the movie theater when your film was showing and you were just like, no,
All the time.
all the time?
Of course, all the time.
You're just like
All the time. Of course.
hiding in your seat?
Of course, it's your art. So it's your baby. You know what I mean?
It's hard
you
to
always
watch,
think
isn't
it's
it?
hard to watch. 100%
is.
hard to watch. It's like you are. I don't know. Like you are even by the way, you have the best film and the film got the best recognition and it. You will watch this and me like, oh no. I wish I
could
did it
change it,
better.
yes. Oh,
I wish
God.
I wish
Not
I had
everybody-
more time.
Not everybody is like this, because I know people who are like, "Oh yeah, like I know I did a good job. I know it's great. I know."
Oh, lucky
but
them.
I'm not
I want to
that.
meet these people.
Because you're,
I'm not
you're a
like that.
hopeless
Wow.
perfectionist.
It's not actually. It's not about perfectionist only. I spoke with my therapy about that. So no, I mean it. I spoke
Okay.
with her about this. I was just like, you are very perfectionist and this kind of thing. It's not about that. It's about like you want everything to be right.
Yes.
Not as a perfect, because there's nothing perfect. We are not perfect. The life is not perfect. This place is not perfect. You know what I mean? So my films will never be perfect. Films with all the directors, they are not perfect, but they are right. They feel right.
Yes.
I would say. So if you feel it right, okay, good for you. I don't feel it all the time, but I ask myself like, why did this way. I wish I did this way. Blah, 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 this kind of thing. It's not perfectionist. It's just maybe just me. It's just like, I don't know.
It's understandable because
But
we all do.
I think, yeah, exactly. It's all artists would be like this. Would be like, or most of them would be like, oh yeah, I wish I did this way. I'm sure you're doing it this way when you
All
watch
the
yourself.
time.
Exactly.
All the
So it's like,
time.
why I said
What
this
is
line?
this face?
Why-
I'm like, why did I do
Yeah,
this? So why did I? How did I even come up
exactly.
with that?
But
And then
there's
you're just
also
cringy.
so many little things that happen that influence you being
Yeah.
that
Oh,
in
yeah.
that moment.
100%.
So
Agree.
you
That's
can't
why I love the creative process.
But
you never know what's gonna come out.
but you'll be surprised that some people actually they don't see it.
they don't.
And they say like, "Oh wow, it's very good." I'm like, "Yeah, it is good." I like
you're
it.
and you're just like, when they're watching your project, you're just sitting nervous. They're like,
"Oh yeah, oh yeah." I
and when
remember-
they start asking questions during the film, I'm like, oh, it's the film is shit because they're asking questions now. Like, just watch it later. The sound
remember-
is the brightness right? Is the sound right? Because without it, you can't watch it. They're like, are you crazy? I'm like, no. You gotta understand. You gotta see the full picture, and then you become
No,
crazy, and
okay.
they see you crazy for
Yeah.
this.
Yes, but people don't understand. Just regular people, just like, oh, cool, that's nice.
yeah, it's hard.
That's it.
It's
Yeah.
hard. I added this film Till Death Do Us Part, the one released last year, and it was in AMC. So I went. Of course, I went to the premiere and everything. The premiere was fine. You know, when you go to the premiere, it's not really real people because they're not real audience. They're your family. They're your friends. They're
Yeah.
the producers.
They're gonna say
oh, yeah,
yes
the film
to
is
everything.
amazing. It's like wow, it's unbelievable. But yeah, you just go and just have fun with them and have drinks and this kind of thing. Okay, but when you go to the AMC, I remember I was going. Because, you know, it was my first film as an editor and, like, it was
Yeah.
in AMC. I was like, yeah, I'm excited. I want to go and this stuff. So I always was sitting out, far away. And I was just in the corner and I was just looking to the people. I really enjoyed that more than the film. I'm like just looking. when there's
Just the
something,
reaction?
yeah, to see the reaction. I think this is the best thing. And now with the short films, even that I'm watching, I don't know if you remember when you watched the film for the first time, our film. My laptop was in front of you, and I was just looking at you. I want to see you.
Yeah.
I want to know because I know the film. I'm hearing it. I know it. I edit. I know 100% what it
Yeah.
is. So I'm just looking. I want to know if you're going to laugh here, if you're going to cry here, if you're going to be surprised here, you know what I mean?
Yes,
So-
that's why we do. That's why we show it to our friends. We see the reaction, then we see what we change because there's drafts too before we create the final edit, and it's important because your eyes become so like you're not focused as much anymore. You
Yep.
don't see things anymore because you've seen it so many times and you don't
Yeah.
see the flaws.
Yep.
And then you show it to others, and it's like, oh, how didn't I think about that? So it's the creation process is not a one-man show. It's definitely takes so many people, but it's so
100%.
worth it at
That's
the end
true.
because you never know what's gonna come out, and whatever comes out, you're like, oh dang, the original idea was completely different.
Yep.
But it is what
Change
it is.
film changes few times. It's like when the script is written, then when it's shot,
Yep.
and then
And the
editing creates
post-production.
another
Oh,
film.
it's like it's completely different movies.
Yeah. Well,
But anyway, how about we do a little masterclass for
Okay.
our viewers? Huh?
Okay.
We have a director.
we have a director. We have another director.
Well, I'll be an actress. And Nora will be an actress. You have two actors. You're director.
Yeah.
Let's create a character.
Let's create some sort of film. Okay, the character.
We create the
Ooh.
characters, and then Fady will direct us to do a dialogue.
Oh, it's fun. I need to come up with the coolest character I know.
You come up the character for me, and I'll.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do
really?
that. Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that.
Okay. You will be. Okay. You like the action. You've
I
seen
like
Mortal
action.
Kombat.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Katana.
All right. I'm gonna.
Wait,
be
I don't
Princess
remember
Kitana.
Katana. Who's Katana?
Whatever. Just
Whatever,
your
just-
imagination.
she
I
is
am
the-
Princess Kitana.
She's the girl with the swords,
Okay.
and she's killing people. She's on the revenge. And me.
Okay. And Nora is a
Don't say a horse.
no. Nora is a schoolboy who just broke his ankle.
Oh wow. And
I
what's
broke
the,
what?
Ankle.
Ankle. Okay, I just
Ankle.
broke my ankle. I'm a schoolboy, and
Yes.
you're the warrior princess.
Princess Kitana.
That's a good thing because I was playing racquetball and I was almost breaking my ankle too.
Oh, you're gonna feel
I'm
feel
feeling
the
it.
action.
I'm feeling it. And you guys are fighting or like what?
Oh, well, it's up to you.
No, it's
You're
up
the
to you. You
director.
gotta come on. I'll give you 10 seconds, and you're gonna come
What
up
if-
with a story.
What if it's okay?
Beginning, middle, and end. So. You think about it. We're gonna talk. Okay, we're gonna talk.
We're gonna
if you're Princess Katana, what kind of clothing you gonna have? Like like
like
a Zena, like this bra. and-
Didn't Kitana had like the fans, but they were like cutting?
Oh,
things?
yes,
I think
right, she was cutting
I really
things.
like.
Would you have like
Mortal
2 ponytails?
Kombat. No, I think one,
Just one?
and then I can.
Okay.
You with it.
I would watch that. I would watch just that. All right. Are we coming close to?
What if Katana is?
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
Wait, are you ready?
I'm trying.
Okay. Ta-da-da-da-da-dam. Piramax Production came out with this new action film. The main part
Wait. I don't know if it's action. Maybe it's romantic. I don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a
Piramax Production came out with, I don't know what genre the movie is yet, but the lead character is Maryna, which is playing Katana with this like shuk things. Yes. And me, I'm a teenage boy who just broke his ankle, and my name is Jeff.
Chef.
I don't know why I said Jeff. And I'm being bullied too because I'm very skinny, tiny 15-year-old boy with like lots of acne on his face.
And this the film begins.
Okay, and now Fady's gonna present the story.
So actually you got bullied as Jeff because you're so skinny and you're so weak and this guy. And Katana's going to protect you.
Okay.
And then you fall love.
With Katana?
With
She's
Katana.
twice older. Is it a
Let's
milk?
say
I don't know.
you're 21 years old.
Okay. I said I'm 15.
19.
Fine.
Let's say
Golden middle,
19.
19.
Yeah, 19
Alright.
years old.
And Katana?
How old is Katana?
25.
Enough. I'll be 25. I don't know how old
Katana
she is.
is
But
no.
she's
older.
young. I think
But she's no.
she's princess, so she's not married. Which
I don't
which
remember
means
Katana from Mortal Kombat. Which one?
the,
Anyways,
whatever.
okay, that's fine.
Your
Long time I didn't
imagination.
watch Mortal Kombat.
So somebody bullies me. I'm 19-year-old kid. People bully me, and I've never had a girlfriend. I'm a virgin.
Yes.
I'm cute though. I have a good soul, and I'm into anime. But at the same time, like I was not popular. I'm more of a nerd.
And you're
then-
wearing glasses.
I'm wearing glasses too.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like it.
And then I meet Katana. What's the Katana's purpose?
That's a good question. Let's make it like,
He's a chosen one or something.
I'm a chosen one.
or she thinks that he's this chosen.
Oh, that's a twist. That's a twist.
She thinks.
Sorry.
And now fight. Tuk, 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 tuk. It's interesting that a strong female character saves the guy. Okay, what's gonna happen next? Fady, you're supposed to come up with a story.
I'm trying.
Okay, we're not gonna try.
What if? Oh shit. what if you think like he's the chosen, but actually he's not. So you're not the chosen, but you think that you're the chosen because she told you that you're the chosen. Okay, so you feel like yes, I am, but even though like I have.
So when enemy
weird
comes, I just believe in myself so much that I actually win. But then at the end,
No. She will fight with you.
Okay.
And actually, she's the one who's fighting.
Oh.
And you're trying to fight, but you cannot really fight. And you. It became a comedy a little bit.
I love it.
But it's true.
Humiliating. I cannot do anything in my life. I'm not popular.
It's like-
I can't even fight, even though I'm chosen one.
It's like, the style of Jackie Chan on fighting, like he's getting things and like things like.
You're gonna lift me up and throw me.
Yeah,
a
so
fight
it's-
with one hand, lifting me with another.
And then in the end of the fight, you'd be like, oh yeah, you did all this. And you'd be like, yeah, I did everything. Of course. And she did.
And she falls in love, and we end with a kiss.
Boom. Love it. Let's begin with the kiss.
And I lose my virginity. Okay, another question. Since this question arose, another question. Do you ever use your directing power to create more of an erotic scenes? Let's say that the two actresses don't need to kiss, but you'll like kiss.
No, it happened to me the opposite actually. The actors
Really?
wanted.
Actors want it?
Oh yeah. In one mutual
Look at his
friend.
face when he said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah. It
Yeah,
was-
I
it
saw
was
that
a-
movie. There was the whole movie was about sexual scenes.
Yeah, he was sex addict. He was sex
In the
addict.
film, he was sex addict.
Yeah.
Sex addict. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I realized what movie you're talking about.
I wanted to make it less
Sexy?
because less sex scenes because I wanted to show like more like
The journey.
not only the journey is like like show less, you will feel it more. It's like for example, let's say, okay, we're talking about sex. You're watching sex or you're listening. I have feeling like if you're listening or like you're seeing with a shadow or something like this, you will have your imagination inside you. So you will feel it. I always go with the feeling.
Okay.
I mean, of course, the visual is very important, but especially in short films, I would like the feeling more than anything. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
But the actor, of course,
He wanted all
more.
action, all in.
He wanted everything, and it was his project, so I couldn't have like this power. Like I was the director, and I got forced to be the director. Anyways, but yeah, he's my friend, and he was literally like
No, I understand.
crying.
Yeah, that's why sometimes
He was. I saw.
sometimes you have to do certain things.
I remember like he was. I think I told him no, and then I cannot do it. It's not because like anything. He's a very nice guy. He's my friend, everything, but it's not my film.
You just didn't
Yeah.
like the project.
It's not my film. It's
And
simple
sometimes-
like that.
Maryna,
And,
you
like,
also had those?
What?
She also had those.
What?
Sorry, I
Really?
interrupted. Yeah.
Sex scenes?
No,
who?
no. When, for example, somebody asks you to do a project and it's not your film, it's not what you want to do, but then you do
simple.
it.
Yeah.
Did I have those?
Mine.
Say names.
My
No,
film.
I mean, yeah, I did it.
No wait.
There was
you-
a couple.
But you directed.
She
her
was
movie.
director for
I
my
directed,
movie. Yes.
Yeah, her movies. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one of the few that I remember.
You know, it's funny because everybody actually
It's
liked it, even though
Yeah.
everything went to shit
It
2
is
weeks
very
before the
funny.
shoot. Yeah, it is because everything what could go wrong, everything went wrong.
Yes,
But
we
here's
still
the
made
deal.
it.
Yeah.
I always feel like I don't know. Like, of course, it's not like a rule or something. But when the production is shit, it's better. I have a feeling like this. If it's going like very smooth, I always think like
Something's gonna
there's
go.
something. Nah, there's something. And in the end, something happened. But like in the beginning, like, oh no, I need a shit day on set, so I make sure my project is good.
So I have a question. I have a last question. When is this movie coming out about me being a teenager and Maryna being katana?
That's a good question. It will release in Christmas.
It's a
Christmas romantic love story.
Comedy.
Guys.
That's why it will be in Europe. It will be in England. So actually, no. Yeah, I need British accent from you.
Of course, my darling. Of
Yeah,
course.
exactly.
Darling, could I protect you with my thumbs?
Of course, darling. As long as I can lose
I
my
love-
virginity with katana princess.
Let me first have a cup of tea with milk and sugar.
Yes.
Perfect.
5 o'clock. Cup of tea. Oh my God, you guys! We should not make movies together because this will
That's
be.
it.
There'll be like another
We
blob
already
movie.
did. It's too late.
It's already there. You know, we make fun and we create these movies, but I mean, we create in our mind, in our imagination, and I know that even the craziest movies make it, like The Blob, for example, or you know how the. What's the name of this movie? Ghostbusters, right?
Oh, yeah.
They just gathered on like a summer beach house somewhere for the whole summer. They were smoking lots of
Oh,
weed.
really? I don't know the
yes.
story.
And they were just sitting there like, what should we create? Let's do a large marshmallow, you know? So yeah, that's how you write movies. Like,
Okay.
you just
I don't know the story.
I was watching the documentary like, let's
Okay.
create the large marshmallow,
Oh, wow.
you know? So who knows? Maybe I'll become I would never ever think in my life that I would play a teenager boy. But who knows?
Who knows? You never know.
If Fady directing the movie, I can be anything.
Right.
Anyway, to wrap it up, Fady, couple words from you. Just what would you advise to people who are just starting their path as a filmmakers, as aspiring young people? What would you tell them?
Just be lucky.
I mean, luck is very important. You know? No, but be patient. Like, it will come. Everything will come. You need to be patient, work on yourself, be confident, and create things. Don't like stay at home and doing nothing. I'm like, yeah, I'm the best, whatever. No, it will not come to you. And if you graduate from film school, don't think you're the best. Don't think you're you're the one who's like to have the Oscar like next year and this kind of thing. No,
You can be.
yeah,
But you have
of
to
course,
put
but
some
you
work
have
for
to put effort. You have to do things, and I would say again the part-time thing. Try focus. Like 100% on your things in film industry. Film industry is very hard. It's very tough, and not everyone is making it.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it if you love it. If you love the film industry itself, you don't love around it. So what I'm saying is, you don't love, oh yeah, you see the Oscars, see how she's her dress is, how he's wearing, how when he sits.
That's just a
on
tiny
set.
fraction of the
This is
industry.
this is
tiniest.
nothing. This is nothing. If you see real directors and this kind of thing, they are not doing this. They are doing the hard work. They are doing the dirty work.
That's why I never saw Fady in a suit. He was always wearing, like on set, everybody's just like,
I tried
yeah.
to.
Yeah, last time we had Zhenya, she came and she was like, "Oh, you look so pretty," and I'm like, "Yeah, because usually when I work, I don't look like that."
100%.
Yes.
100%.
I remember on set of the film, they did makeup for me. My face should be like very dirty, and I realized it's not dirty enough. So I take myself this dirt from the ground and I put it on my face. Everybody's like, "She's crazy." I'm like, "It needs to be
Actually,
done,"
that's cool.
because I like being natural, even if I'm ugly. Than being just pretty in the camera. I want to be interesting than just like this face.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It was
Cool.
fun
Creative
conversation.
people.
Yeah,
Wow.
creative people can talk a long time because we don't do part-time jobs, right? We just like creative.
We don't have jobs. We have all the time in the world.
We're
Just let it
unemployed,
talk.
bro. Creative people. Anyway, Fady, thank you so much.
Oh,
Congratulations
thanks for having
again.
me. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
and best luck to our film, to our production. Best luck to your next film. I'm waiting
Thank
for
you.
an audition invitation, by the way.
Okay.
And save a
It's
spot for
gonna
Maryna.
come. It's gonna come.
Yes.
I do everything on set. Just, whatever you
yourself
need.
I was the one who was taking the trash, the last one when everybody left
You were
on set. 'Cause
producer.
I was the one of the executive producer. I was taking out the trash guys. Okay.
Well, this is the independent life. Independent filmmaking.
Anyway, thank you so
Anyway,
much. Yes.
Yes, thank you guys for watching Just Fake It coming to LA. We're sponsored by Invoice Media.
Voice your passion. Bye. See you next week.